Hello everyone, my name is Ken Doong and today I'm here with Hannah Ali and our project is on melanoma detection device Melafind. First I'm going to talk about area of focus. The skin is the body's largest organ with a surface area of 1.8 meters square. It functions as a physical barrier to the environment, allowing and limiting the inward and outward passage of water, electrolytes, and various substances, while providing protection against microorganisms, UV radiation, toxic agents, injury, and infection. It also helps control body temperature and store water, fat, and vitamin D. The skin has several layers, but the two main layers are the epidermis, the outer layer, and the dermis, the inner layer. Since our skin plays an important role in regular bodily function, Melafind is a necessary device to detect deadly melanoma skin cancer. There are two forms of skin cancer, melanoma and non-melanoma. Melanoma is the less common form of skin cancer. It is more likely to invade nearby tissues and spread to other parts of the body. It was classified by Wallace Clark and co-workers into 6 groups, 50 to 75% of which are superficial spreading melanoma. Non-melanoma is more common form of skin cancer and it is less likely to spread to other parts of the body. Why does it occur? Melanoma usually occurs when a person is exposed to natural sunlight or artificial sunlight and some certain factors in the environment over long periods of time. It also occurs in people having a history of many blistering sunburns, weakened immune system, people with several large or many small moles, or people with a family history of melanoma. These problems lead to some medical implications, which include serious illness and death. Who are affected by it? These people are the ones who have pale or fair skin or skin that burns easily and does not tan, lots of moles on the skin, large, irregularly shaped and uneven color moles, a history of many sunburns, family members diagnosed with melanoma. Older people also have higher risk of getting melanoma, and surprisingly, Australia has one of the highest rates of skin cancer in the world. 2 in 3 Australians will be diagnosed with skin cancer by the age of 70. How many people are affected? Based on 2010 and 2012 data, approximately 2.1% of men and women diagnosed with melanoma of the skin at some point during their lifetime. In 2010, approximately 8,700 people died from melanoma in the US, and in 2013, there were an estimated of 1 million people living with melanoma in the US. How severe is the effect? By looking at this table, we can see that melanoma of the skin is fairly common. It's ranked as number 6 on the table of common types of cancer. Next, I'm going to talk about the setting in which the problem occurs. Up to 65% of melanomas are sun-related. 8 to 12% of familial melanomas occur in familial setting related to mutations of the 2 genes, CDKN2A on chromosome 9p21 and CDK4 on chromosome 12. These genes act as a tumor suppressor genes and play crucial roles in cell cycle regulation. Mutations of these genes confer susceptibility to familial melanoma. Partial or complete loss of P16 expression has also been identified in other types of melanoma. Melanoma treatment costs approximately $3 billion each year. One biopsy alone can cost over $10,000. Therefore, the need of using Melafind can lead to a significant savings of healthcare costs. With regards to personal motivation, there are people around us, such as friends and family members who have skin cancers or are at risk of developing skin cancer disease. Because the primary treatment for melanoma has not changed substantially during the past several decades, the approved survival rate can be primarily attributed to earlier detection. Melafind, as one of the effective melanoma detection devices, is very important in people's battle against skin cancer. Some background information. In 1985, the ABCDE criteria, A for asymmetry, B for border irregularity, C for color, and D diameter greater than 6 mm, and E for evolving, were intended to be a simple tool that can be used to detect melanoma. However, sometimes cancer cannot be detected simply by looking at the skin. Therefore, all or part of the suspicious mole or growth is removed and a pathologist analyzes the sample. Motivation for technology. When we look back at the previous melanoma diagnosis, there are some disadvantages. For ABCDE, it should be noted that not all melanomas have all features. For biopsy, the operation can cause health problems. Also, there is scarring at the biopsy site. Next, Hannah's gonna talk more about the device.
The device we researched was Melafind. The current melanoma detection methods rely solely on subjective interpretations to identify melanoma and result in high interpretation variability. The Melafind system, however, categorizes a lesion with objective qualitative calculations, thus ensuring reliability and repeatability across users. Melafind is a system that has a dermoscope that uses 430 nanometers through 950 nanometer near-infrared light to image the skin through a thin layer of liquid, usually. So the benefits of this technology: it's non-invasive treatment that helps prioritize lesions that can be monitored. Also, it reduces the unnecessary biopsies, and it's quick and painless, no scarring. Recovery is fast. In less than a minute, will analyze your data and provide with a diagnosis. And it sees 2.5 millimeters below the surface of the skin. It displays a 3D image of the mole and provides records to you so that you can keep track of any changes to your moles or lesions. So how physicians use this technology. So this device is used during a skin exam or a mole check. First, they would clean the area, spray alcohol on the area being examined, and place a detector on the area in question. So this device basically helps the dermatologist see under the skin surface and help determine how irregular the growth pattern of the mole is under your skin. The training requirements, this device is usually used in a dermatologist's office, so it'd have to be a board certified dermatologist using the device. So a study comparing the use of Melafind among family practitioners and dermatologists showed that dermatologists were still better at diagnosing melanomas than family doctors. And here's a link for a short video on Melafind. The link will be down below. Market research. Medicaid data. There is no Medicaid data. The device is not covered by Medicaid nor other insurances. Cost is about $20 to $50 per mole examined. This fee does not include the office visit fee. Each year in the U.S., at least 5 million people are treated with skin cancer, which is estimated cost of $8.1 billion. Of this, approximately $3 billion is attributed to melanoma. Drugs on the market treat melanoma average about $150,000, so early detection has the potential of reducing the cost drastically. Would the technology qualify for reimbursement? No, the technology does not qualify for reimbursement. Melafind was patent protected by the United States in January 2011. It was FDA approved in November 2nd, 2011, and the branches that approved Melafind was the Center of Device and Radiologic Health, CDRH. So the FDA product classification for the device as an optical diagnostic device for melanoma detection. It's intended in the detection of melanoma at high-grade lesions among the atypical lesions in order to rule out melanoma. It was pre-market reviewed by the Office of Device Evaluations, Division of Surgical Devices, and the General Surgical Device Branch 1. The device class is 3, which means it's at a high risk. Melafind's competitors are Veristant Aura, which is a unique multi-imaging spectroscopy system designed to aid early detection in skin cancer. It utilizes Raman spectroscopy and a powerful analytical method to use a laser to probe molecular vibrations and provide very specific finger-like print patterns for identification of the biochemical composition of the tissue. So Verisant Aura advantages, it scans 21 different cancers in less than 1 second, and it also provides immediate results within 99.9% accurate, but when compared to the Melafind, that's only 90% accurate, and it's smaller and slimmer built when you're comparing it to the Melafind. So the future for Melafind is that it will be more accurate and smaller, and they're also trying to look into getting the insurance companies on board to cover some of the cost. Funding for Melafind was done by what we found as grants, and then also Melascience was a big contributor to Melafind. So if you're interested in learning more about Melafind and other devices similar to it, the conferences that will be discussing this topic is the Clinical Dermatology Conference, which is a 6-day program in Hawaii in January of 2017. Thank you for watching, and remember to schedule your yearly appointment with your dermatologist.